What are the best dating apps for women over 50 looking for love? My clients text me, message me this all the time. Where do I go? Do I use Bumble? Do I use Match? Do I use Hinge? Where can I find my Mr. Right?
Be like Steven Seagal and stop trying.
And here's the truth. It's not where you're going, which site you're on. It's who you're being when you're on that site.
Bingo. And look, if they haven't changed by 40 or 50, look, they're never going to change. If they haven't figured out how to be a decent human being, or at least come across as a decent human being online, then it's no hope for them. If you're over 50 on a dating site, something has went horribly wrong. Now, best case scenario, that horrible thing would be your husband passing.
God, you're sick.
What kind of shit is that?
But the other percentage, the overwhelming majority of 50-plus-year-old women on dating apps, the horrible reason why they're on there is because they divorced their husband for a stupid reason. Or they just been terrible their whole lives and never been able to keep a man. And I bet this woman is single too on dating apps. So even though she got some self-awareness, it's over for her too. Because no 50-year-old man wants a woman on TikTok giving dating advice as his wife or serious girlfriend.
It's you, not the site. It's your energy. It's your profile. It's your pictures. It's your mindset.
It's you being yourself. That's what it is. That's the problem. That's why you can't find someone. And I'm not going to tell you to not be yourself to find somebody, because when you get with them, you're going to become yourself and then you're going to run them off. So it's a waste of time. It's a wasted endeavor. So just embrace your singleness and, get a hobby.
And your belief, because if I tell you the very best dating site is Match.com, because those dudes are looking for a relationship, but your mindset is stuck on there's no one good out there. All the men my age only want younger women. They're just looking for friends with benefits, and I'm not going to meet my person. Guess what? I can tell you all the sites, but you're not going to find them because your head's not screwed on right.
And hers isn't either. Don't get that effed up. There is no Mr. Right because you're not Mrs. Right. If you were Mrs. Right, you would have settled down and made a relationship work with one of the 20 guys you dated in your lifetime. And I'm being generous.
I did a video a while back about dating over 50, and I really think it's worth sharing again.
No, that's not necessary.
Ooh, no, none for me, thanks. Ooh.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
It's pinned to the top of my page. I'm going to read what I wrote that day. In reality, being over 50 and dating isn't as simple as it may seem from my own experience. Learning to incorporate grown children, grandchildren, extended family, elderly parents, and exes can be an enormous task. Finding someone compatible can even be a greater task.
Is this for real?
It's so sad. But I'm glad. Bars.
Look, it was never meant for y'all to be dating. Men get with women for youth and fertility and femininity and to build a life and legacy with. All that pretty much goes away at this age. Nobody's building a legacy with you. Nobody's starting a family with you. There's more downsides than upsides.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
This is why you were supposed to cash in your chips early, because nobody wants an old woman. They just don't. I mean, if most men knew the reality of what it's like to actually be in a long-term relationship with a woman, they probably wouldn't really want young women either, other than bedroom fun. But you can still trick a man at those ages. But by, 30, most men have figured the game out. They figured the trick out. Women aren't really worth it. I mean, what are you going to bargain with? Seriously. How could you convince a man to want to date you? Like I said, you're not giving them youth. You're not really giving them beauty. You're not giving them peace. We know 50-year-old women don't bring peace. I mean, I always say women in general don't bring peace, but the women who bring the least peace are over 50. So what the hell would be in it for him? Seriously.
Nothing but garbage.
You think somebody gonna hand you something for nothing? You're wrong.
You get nothing. You lose.
Companionship? He can get better companionship from his dog and his bros. But let's let her continue. Maybe she'll say something profound.
Simply wanting to share time with someone to enjoy life's pleasure isn't as simple as one may think. The struggle is real, especially for me. Not sure if it is for everyone, but know that if it is for you, that I am in it with you.
No, you're not. You're on the internet. But look, it sounds nice. And is this a woman or is this a guy? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be mean. Do you think there's any chance that this... Look, never mind. Oh yeah, and don't forget this aspect that I always remind you guys of. She has guys in the inbox who would happily get with her, marry her, all that. Help her take care of her sick parents, all that. But they wasn't 6'3".
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Just use your common sense.
Hey folks, we'll be back to the video in a second. Be sure to like and comment anything under the video. It's the only thing that's going to help us grow and blow this channel up. But you know how tired I get listening to these dingbats? Really, go ahead and support the content by joining the Patreon or the YouTube membership. It really gives me motivation to keep breaking down these numbskulls. For low as $5 a month, you get one exclusive video a week, and the more memberships I get, the more perks I'll add. So show some love to your sensei.
How about new?
Okay, maybe she grew up a little bit and she don't care about 6'3" no more. But he wasn't emotionally intelligent enough. His first message was boring. That's the part they're not going to talk about. There really aren't many women who can't get anybody. This woman is still skinny enough and attractive enough at her age to get a guy.
A guy who's an 8 is going to have a much harder time doing anywhere near the same shit as she gets to do in life. Period. That's just how it is. But she can't see it because she was born a woman.
But here's the thing, when they get older, they got all these super high standards, but their value is the lowest that it's ever been in their life. But they have the highest standards of their life, which makes no logical sense.
Let's chat about dating. Because I ran into a woman who's my age, 60.
Oh.
And she's single, I'm single. And we were chatting about how difficult it is to find a guy at this stage of our life. Because the guys who are our age, including my cousin who recently got married, always go for the younger girls.
Yes, duh.
Which makes total sense. Here's the thing. She knows it makes total sense. And she knows if she was a guy and she was 70 and she had a little bit of money, she would go for a younger woman. That's what hurts the most. She's like, oh, all the guys my age are going for younger. And I would too if I was them. And you can still see she's trying to dress young and it's just awkward and cringe. I mean, look, dress how you want. I'm not mad at her. If that makes her feel good about herself, God bless. But from a man's perspective, it's cringe. If I was a 70-year-old man, I would want a woman who just dressed 70.
Grow the fuck up.
But if you think I'm wrong in being a big meanie, let me know in the comment section.
So she even, like she said, she tried all the Tinder and all the apps and couldn't find a guy. So she said, okay, I'm willing to pony up money and pay for a matchmaker. And she went to a matchmaker here in Montreal who's quite known in the city. And basically this woman said to her, at your age, you're basically unmatchable. Like, forget about it. No guy's going to go for you.
Okay, you know what, though? There ain't nothing funny about that. I wish one of y'all would just start laughing. Because y'all know you think this is funny.
Yeah, these matchmakers ain't got no time to waste. They like, look, you undateable, unmatchable, you old. Now get out my face, I got other clients. They cold with it. Because time is money, I guess, you know? How much you want to bet she wouldn't date a guy with a cane, even though she's 70? I've talked to women in my life about would they rather date a guy with an eye patch or a cane, and they all picked eye patch.
What?
It's all about how things look. Oh no, that make you seem old, but you are old. I would be willing to bet anything that she wouldn't date a 72-year-old man who walk with a cane because she feel like, well, I don't got a cane, so why should I have to settle for a dude with a cane? She has this mentality at 70. I know she didn't say that. I'm putting words in her mouth. But how much would you want to bet?
Oh, there is not I would bet every last dime of the Powerball.
At 70, you possibly on your last few years. So just get with somebody who's nice to talk to, but they can't let go of their shallow, superficial ways, even close to the deathbed. And it's fucking pathetic.
Like, what a thing to say to anybody, like, talk about stabbing her in the dark, you know, in the back, and saying, basically, you're done, you're like a has-been, and no man will ever go for you. Yet, guys in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, we've seen they're all having babies with younger women. I just do think it is a bit more challenging. You know, do you lie? I feel like I'm a catch.
Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga!
What woman doesn't feel like she's a catch?
Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that.
with 5 kids by 5 different baby daddies and 600 pounds. What woman isn't a catch? I've never heard a woman say, I'm not really a catch.
If anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history. Go look up the history. Don't everybody believe in Google?
You shouldn't say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.